When a family decides to spend the winter at a remote hotel surrounded by snowy mountains, you might picture cozy fireplaces, hot cocoa, and maybe a few harmless spats over who forgot to do the dishes again. But in Stanley Kubrick's The Shining, that picture melts away fast. Winter becomes a trap. The hotel, a living, breathing nightmare. And cocoa? Yeah, no one's sipping anything warm here. The Shining isn't just a horror film. It's more like hypnosis. A 2-hour trance where you start to feel like a guest at the Overlook yourself. Everything's just a little off. Hallways that go nowhere. Mirrors that reflect things they shouldn't. And those random title cards. Monday, Thursday, Saturday. Who cares? Time means nothing once the world outside disappears. Our protagonist, Jack Torrance, is a writer desperate for peace and inspiration. He arrives with his wife and son to serve as the hotel's winter caretaker. But let's be real. From the first scene, Jack doesn't look like someone who needs quiet. He looks like someone who needs serious therapy. So the question becomes, is the hotel driving him mad, or was he already halfway there? Critics and fans are split. Some see a ghost story. Others see a descent into madness. Some argue Kubrick played a trick on all of us, that the film isn't about the supernatural at all, but about something far more mundane and terrifying. Domestic violence, and how easily it hides behind the mask of he's just under pressure. Maybe the scariest part of The Shining isn't the axe, it's the silence before it swings. Every character seems to exist in their own reality. Jack drifts further from sanity, chatting with ghosts while sipping imaginary whiskey at an empty bar. Windy, fragile, jittery, surprises everyone by being the one who holds it together when things go south. Shelley Duvall's performance has been criticized as over the top, but maybe she's the only one who's actually reacting like a real person would. And then there's Danny, the boy with the shine, a gift that lets him see what others can't. In many ways, he's the film's most reliable narrator. Or maybe the least. What if everything we're watching is filtered through the eyes of a terrified child with an imaginary friend living in his finger? And then, of course, there's that photo. The ballroom shot from 1921 with Jack smack in the center. Was he always here? Did the hotel absorb him? Or is it a metaphor that abusers, monsters, whatever you want to call them, always find a place in history, even if they vanish from view? Kubrick builds tension with detail. The sound of Danny's trike wheels hitting carpet and hardwood is like a metronome ticking down to madness. The ever-shifting layout of the hotel. The hedge maze, both real and a metaphor for Jack's mind. And that sound design, not music but a kind of audio pressure that makes the air itself feel like it's vibrating. Some viewers even find comedy in the film. Jack's a master of improvisation, one comment says. It's terrifying and funny, says another. And they're not wrong. The act scene, the bar monologue, they ride the line between horror and absurdity. What makes The Shining scary isn't the blood. It's the creeping sense that this could happen. Maybe it already has. And the critics? One remembers sleeping with the lights on. Another was just annoyed. I couldn't connect with the characters. But maybe that's the point. Maybe Kubrick didn't want you to sympathize. He wanted you to feel their fear. Not as part of the story, but in your gut. Because what's scarier than realizing you might be next? Alone, in that hotel, listening to the walls breathe. The Shining isn't a movie. It's a maze. And the scariest part? You're never sure if you've found the way out, or if the Overlook found its way into you.